Have you ever dreamed of working on Wall Street? The sleek suits, the dizzying numbers, the thrill of the trade, making millions seemingly out of thin air. It's the quintessential picture of success, right? But what if I told you that behind the glittering facade of skyscrapers and stock tickers lies a world far more complex and, at times, much darker than most people imagine? Today, we're pulling back the curtain to explore the hidden side of Wall Street, the stories and systems that don't make it into the recruitment brochures. This isn't about glorifying greed. It's about understanding the immense pressures and the systemic issues that can lead even well-intentioned people down a difficult path. Let's start with the most obvious pressure: the money. The compensation on Wall Street can be astronomical, with bonuses that exceed the lifetime earnings of many people. This creates an environment where wealth isn't just a goal. It's the primary measure of success and self-worth. When your entire professional identity is tied to the size of your bonus, the pressure to outperform, to beat the market, and to crush your competitors becomes all-consuming. This isn't just a job. It's a high-stakes competition where coming in second place can feel like a total failure. This intense focus on short-term profits can lead to a dangerous mindset: win at all costs. The long-term health of a company, the economy, or even the client's best interests can sometimes take a back seat to the immediate need to hit a quarterly target. This intense pressure is compounded by the culture. Imagine working 80, 90, or even 100 hours a week. Your life becomes your desk. Your colleagues are your main social circle, and they're also your direct competitors. This creates a bubble, an echo chamber where the norms of the outside world start to fade. Sleep deprivation is a badge of honor. Personal well-being is often seen as a weakness. In this high-stress, low-sleep environment, judgment can become impaired. The line between an aggressive but legitimate strategy and one that crosses into unethical territory can start to blur. It's a classic case of groupthink, where everyone around you is pushing the same boundaries, making it feel normal, even necessary, to do the same just to keep up. This leads us to a more systemic issue: the misalignment of incentives. Many financial instruments and compensation structures are incredibly complex. Think about it. A trader might be incentivized to sell a complex financial product to a client because it generates a huge commission for them and the bank, even if that product is far riskier than the client understands. The person selling the product gets their bonus and moves on. If the product fails years later, the consequences fall on the client or the broader market, not necessarily the individual who made the sale. This is what economists call moral hazard, when one party gets to take risks while another party bears the cost if things go wrong. We saw this play out dramatically during the 2008 financial crisis, where risky mortgage-backed securities were sold around the world, leading to a global economic meltdown. The incentives were geared towards short-term gain, not long-term stability. Now, let's talk about the information advantage. The idea of a perfectly efficient market where everyone has the same information is a nice theory, but in reality, Wall Street runs on information and not all of it is public. Big institutions have access to teams of researchers, sophisticated algorithms, and direct lines to company executives that the average retail investor simply doesn't. They can execute trades in milliseconds, while insider trading on confidential information is illegal. There's a vast gray area. What about a well-placed analyst who gets a certain feeling from a CFO's tone of voice on a private call, or complex algorithms that can detect market-moving trends seconds before humans can? This information asymmetry creates a playing field that is far from level. The house, in this case, has a significant built-in edge. This environment can take a serious personal toll. The relentless pressure, the long hours, and the constant focus on money can be incredibly isolating. Many former Wall Street professionals speak about the burnout, the anxiety, and the feeling of a lost sense of purpose. When your job is to make money from money, it can sometimes feel detached from creating real-world value. This can lead to a profound sense of emptiness, a feeling that no bonus can fill. The lifestyle that looks so glamorous from the outside can often feel like a golden cage from the inside. Many find themselves questioning if the sacrifice of their health, relationships, and mental well-being is truly worth the financial reward. So, where do we go from here? It's important to say that Wall Street is not a monolith of bad actors. It's filled with brilliant, hardworking people, and it plays a crucial role in our economy by allocating capital to businesses that create jobs and innovate. However, the system itself has flaws. The dark side of Wall Street isn't just about a few rogue traders. It's about a culture of pressure, misaligned incentives, and information imbalances that create an environment where problems can fester. True change requires more than just new regulations. It requires a cultural shift or revaluation of what we define as success. It means creating incentive structures that reward long-term value creation and responsible risk management, not just short-term speculative gains. It means fostering a healthier work-life balance so that good people can make good decisions. The story of Wall Street is a story of human nature under extreme pressure. It shows us how powerful incentives can be in shaping behavior, for better and for worse. Understanding its dark side is not about cynicism, it's about being realistic. It's a reminder for all of us, whether we work in finance or not, to constantly question the systems we are part of and to never lose sight of the ethical lines that define our integrity. What are your thoughts on this? Have you had any experiences that shine a light on this topic? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this deep dive interesting, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that goes beyond the headlines. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.